one. Test one, mic one, mic one. Test two, mic two, mic two. Test two, test one.
Mike's alive.
Talking points.
This way.
Look alive, John. Look alive.
We'll go down to Saturday.
Okay.
And then at the end, we'll pick back up on these two. Don't let me forget.
So we'll do Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do Saturday and then we'll, after the guests, we'll come back to Wednesday.
Okay.
Thank you. I feel like crying. Don't know.
I don't know either.
Blonde brain.
Well, good Thursday afternoon to you. It is time once again for another edition of Chamber Talk on Regional Radio KJL. I'm Patty Burns, your host, and we are broadcasting live from the offices of the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce. The beautiful Miss Ashley Mahan, the Executive Director of the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce, is here. Hello.
Hey, Patty, how are you today?
I feel like crowing.
That's what you said. I
Yeah,
don't know
I
what
know.
that means, but I'm going to go with it.
I do. Okay, how was that? Yeah, we got some great guests lined up today. We got Travis Townsend and Steve Height from First State Community Bank, MSU alumni, Lebanon chapter members, Sheila Moore and Erica Semsha's here, and John Gideon with Friends of the Fort. We'll be talking to them in just a bit, but first of all, wow, the Business Builders Luncheon, it's that time again.
It is. It's already that time for another Business Builders Luncheon. We have had a lot of really great luncheons this year so far, and tomorrow is sure to be another one. Jaysha Connor with Ginger Wellness will be coming to speak to us about healthy atmospheres in the workplace. So I think this is something everybody can take a little bit something away from. Lunch will be provided by VD's Catering. It's $15 for members, $20 for non-members. You just pay at the door. We just ask everyone kind of let us know beforehand. So by the end of the day, if you could register, that way we make sure we have enough food ordered ahead of time.
And that's by the end of the day today.
Yes.
Because lunch
Because
is
it's tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, they need to know.
And it's going to be here again at the Civic
Yes.
Center, which
Yep.
is very convenient and lots of space. And of course, VD's Catering always serves up some great food. And I'm sure Jaysha will have some wonderful information for us too.
Yep, really looking forward to it.
Tomorrow, they're going to be flinging things over at 145 North Monroe.
Yeah, Lebanon Head Start has their spring fling. It is free. All are welcome. They'll have children's activities, face painting, and informative resources. So go check it out.
Absolutely. If you've got a little one and you're thinking about putting them in the Head Start program, please do that. Friday is Food Truck Day at Mercy. I've been looking forward to this all week long.
Have you?
Yes, I have. It's the Lunch Lady Food Truck.
Yes, so she's going to be at the Mercy Clinic parking lot from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if you don't get lunch with her there, you can get something after work or right before, the evening starts. But she'll be there for a while. Food Truck Day at Mercy Hospital. They do this pretty often now.
Mm-hmm. And the food is fresh.
It is fresh.
Yeah, it's not that frozen stuff. So that's always a good thing. Lebanon Family YMCA is doing their Healthy Kids Day on Saturday.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great event that the Y is putting on. It's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're going to have a fun educational day for kids, just encouraging healthy activity. So come check it out.
And if you have got a son that you would like to dance with or teach to dance, head to the Hive on Saturday night.
Yes, Avenue and Home has their annual Mother-Son Dance. I believe last year was the first year they did this. It will be at the Hive from 6 to 8. It's $25 a couple and $5 for each additional child. So if you have multiple sons that you would like to bring to have a really nice little dance with.
Yeah, and the proceeds will benefit Shepherd's Pack.
And that feeds kids after school.
Absolutely. And again, that's at the Hive in downtown Lebanon, $25 per couple. Saturday starting at 6 p.m., $5 for each additional child. We've got a great lineup of guests today. And first of all, we're going to talk to John Gideon with Friends of the Fort. John, first of all, explain to us, what is Friends of the Fort?
Okay. Hey, thanks for having me on, Ashley, Patty. And Friends of the Fort, it's a group of Lebanon people that have come together to develop a tag to Fort Leonard Wood. Fort Leonard Wood is very, adjacent county to Lickley County. There's a huge economic development that Lickley County receives from Fort Leonard Wood. And first of all, we do things that helps soldiers out and in times of need, whatever that might be. There's been scenarios where someone was KIA and you buy plane tickets for family members, and the Army provides everything, but sometimes if there's a little extra speed that can help certain situations, that helps. Or just getting soldiers plugged back in after to the community after rotating out of the military. There's an internship program that some of the soldiers, I know the police department, some of the MPs go through an internship program with the city of Lebanon and become police officers in Lebanon. Some of the factories in town have received former military people that work there. So plugging in, connecting those dots, trying to show support for the soldiers, but going back to that huge economic impact, if Laclede County, if we just sit on our hands and we don't realize the impact and want to partner where we can with Fort Leonard Wood, we're missing the boat a little bit.
Absolutely. And, that partnership and making them feel welcome, that is huge. Because if soldiers or their spouses or their children don't feel welcome, they're not going to come.
100%. And we have a good population base of active duty, definitely a population base of retirees or veterans. But the Lebanon R3 school system is really close to having enough active duty soldiers' kids in our school system to receive some extra federal funding. Of course, Waynesville,
Yeah,
they're there,
they really get a lot of
but
support,
Lebanon
yeah.
is really close to that, and so that those dollars are out there, and if we can get the people living in our community great community partners and increase our number of kids in the school that are active duty related, and it'll help our schools. And me personally, I've got to get a little plug in. I work for Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, and I'm fortunate enough to be involved in organizations like this. But bottom line, this day and age, we need a strong military in the United States of America. And if I can do my part locally to help in any way, I've never been active duty, but if I can do my part to help, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, and that is a good thing. One of the things that Friends of the Fort is doing is you guys are holding a fundraiser, a golf tournament.
Yes, yes.
Now this is an annual thing, isn't it?
Yes. Now it's been several years since we've had the Friends of the Fort golf tournament. We've recently revamped Friends of the Fort to where it is a 501c3 right now, and a board was raised and new bylaws were developed. We've always been a great partner. The Chamber has done great with us, but now it is a standalone entity that is still tightly partnered with the Chamber. And this golf tournament, it's not been around for I don't 8 years maybe, and so we kind of revamped it, and we have named it after Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown was a Missouri Eagle owner, and he helped start Friends of the Fort decades ago.
Right.
And it was near and dear to his heart. The family has given this blessing, so it is that we're calling it the first annual Charlie Brown Memorial Friends of the Fort golf tournament, held at Lebanon Great Life Golf and Fitness next Friday, April 26th.
Are you still taking players?
Yes,
Or golfers, or
we'll take.
Golfers? What do you call 'em?
Golfers, players. It's a two-person scramble. It's $160 is the entry fee. There's cash prizes for 2 flights. There's whole prizes also. But the whole sponsorship, we probably have to cut that off tomorrow, just because we have to get signs made to honor that sponsorship. But if anyone can reach me probably before Wednesday of next week, we will get you listed for the tournament. You can pay at the door your entry fee. Right now we have 22 teams, and so we're really excited about that. We've got 18 or 19 hole sponsors, and so we're expecting it to be a great day. It's rain or shine. Hopefully we have a nice day for it, but we can play in drizzle, but hopefully we don't have to worry about that. The only way it would rain it out is if it's just a flood.
Or lightning?
And lightning,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Gotta keep that in mind. Well, it is coming up real soon, April 26th.
26th.
All right, at Great Life Golf and Fitness, right out on Highway 64 outside of Lebanon. And this is for Friends of the Fort. What's, if they don't want to, if they want to register ahead, or if they want to be a whole sponsor, what do they do?
There are flyers floating around everywhere on social media. You can go to the Chamber site and see that, and Chamber social media, and the flyer has the information that you need to get registered.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Patty.
John Gideon with Friends of the Fort. Also here with us from First State Community Bank, Travis Townsend and Steve Height. So Steve Height, what in the world is going on at First State Community Bank? I drove by there the other day and I was like, whoa, what's happening here?
Yeah, thank you, Patty. Thank you, Ashley, for having us. We're pretty excited about some of the changes that people are starting to see. There's a lot going on inside as well, but the exterior is getting a refresh, kind of the old style, banks, what kind of people thought of it. We're getting it modernized, and it all really goes along with some of the incredible improvements and updates we've been seeing all through downtown. And obviously we're a big part of downtown, and so we wanted to do our part to do our refresh, but also we've got a much deeper reason behind what we're doing, and it has to do with our customer experience. So we're excited about those things.
We get severe weather.
Oh. Didn't know if we were on a commercial break.
Severe weather break.
Yeah.
And yes, folks, if you are hearing about the severe weather information, please take that seriously, especially if you are in Morgan County. So back to Steve Height. Steve, at First State Community Bank, like I said, I drove by the other day and I was like, wow, what's going on? But are you guys putting another level on there, or is that just scaffolding for the exterior?
Yeah, so the scaffolding is we're kind of doing, I would call it a crown molding around the top to kind of give it a classic look there. But also we're painting the outside, so all that scaffolding is needed to do the work on the outside.
Okay, so not another story.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, wow.
Yeah. No, and then we have plans once the main bank interior and exterior are done. We have plans to extend out the motor bank and refresh that whole area there. So.
Yeah. Now those buildings came down there on the corner, and it looks really nice with that green space there. It really does.
Yeah, and I'm going to let Travis talk a little bit about kind of what we have plans to do there.
All right, Travis. So, what's the what with the green space at the corner of 2nd and Jefferson?
So for right now, it's kind of brown space, but that's coming. Essentially, if you've been through our drive-through lanes before, you've found that they're very narrow, and you kind of have to hold your breath and hope you don't scrape your mirrors on the side of the building. And so when this project is over, our lanes are going to be much wider. You can get basically any size vehicle through there almost with your eyes closed. And trailers. We do have people that like to pull the trailers through there, so we want to accommodate everybody.
Yeah, that's good.
But we're also going to put our ATM out on its own drive-through lane, so that if that's all you want to do is go to the ATM, you can go out to the side and do that. But then that remaining area that's brown now will eventually be green with some nice grass and some trees and some aesthetics.
Okay. Now, is it going to be like a sitting area there when the green space gets developed?
Possibly, and
Okay.
we may put a park bench or something there, but not necessarily a
Yeah.
picnic area.
Picnic area. Okay.
Right.
All right. So, and it still will be owned by the bank. And yeah, you said about the wide lanes. I'm one of those people that have to hold my breath every time I go through there. And I don't have that big of a vehicle.
No.
I just can't drive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's great that you guys are doing that. And now, what is the most popular program that's available at First State Community Bank for your customers, would you say? Is it the silver sneakers? Do you have silver sneakers?
We'll have our Horizons Club.
Horizons Club.
Yes, so
Yeah.
that is pretty popular. We have a lot of folks that take advantage of that, and it is a great program. You know, anybody 55 or older, we encourage you to come check it out.
And then, do you still have the kids' savings accounts?
We do.
Okay.
We do have the programs called Junior Savers now, and again, you know, start your kids young, teach them to save, teach them to come to the bank, that it's a good thing.
And they bring in their report cards. On every A that they get, we deposit money into their account, $1 into their account for every A that they get.
Oh, wow. That could add up over 12 years.
Yeah, if you're smart.
Yeah. If you're smart. Well, just, you know, get good grades, earn some money. Yeah, that's a good idea. And that's just one of the many programs that are available at First State Community Bank. Any final words before we go?
I just appreciate being here, appreciate everybody putting up with our remodel, but I think it's all going to be worth it in the end, and invite everybody to come and see it when it's done.
With that in mind, I forgot to ask, how do we get into the bank now with all the work that's
all the
going on?
doors are open.
Okay.
So yeah, we're working as usual. There may be a curtain up here or there, or have to step around or over something, but we're still open. All the doors are open, so just come on in.
All right, great. Thank you. Travis Townsend and Steve Height with First State Community Bank. We've got a couple of ladies from the MSU Alumni Lebanon chapter, Sheila Moore and Erica Simsh are here with us. I can't believe I couldn't remember your name, Sheila. But you guys got a lot going on.
We do, and we're very excited. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, both of you, for having us. Ashley, we are part of the Missouri State Alumni Association and the Lebanon chapter, and so this is the first time we've joined the chamber, so we are very excited to be a part of that and to be able to share the good things that Missouri State is attempting to do here in the Lebanon area.
You've got a penny drive?
Yes, we do. Well, actually, I'm going to talk about the thing that's happening today.
Oh, yes, please
So,
do. Yeah.
Otherwise, if I don't do that in order, in sequential order, I could forget that.
Oh, yeah.
But we do have a lot going on today. And today we have our ribbon cutting at 4 o'clock. And since we don't have a brick and mortar facility, and we are a chapter of Missouri State, even though we work closely with Missouri State's campus in Lebanon at OTC, we are just the alumni chapter. And so we are going to host a ribbon cutting at the Rail this afternoon from 4 until 6:30. I think our ribbon cutting is actually at 4. And then we have a sponsor for the first drink. So the first drink for our alumni is on the house there. And then we also have some appetizers and just a social, just to begin to bring more alumni business owners together who could work together to better their community. And so that's an important thing for today. So come by. It's just come drop and go, but we'd love to have you. And then I'm actually going to let Erica share with you a little bit about the penny drive.
Thanks, Sheila. So the Bears in Action Week that the Missouri State Alumni Association does is April 20th through the 28th, and Sheila came to me. She comes to Storytime at the library where I work, and she had a really good idea to just do a penny drive for the library. And so that's allowing the Missouri State University Alumni Association to embrace their public affairs mission with their proud tradition of volunteerism. And so I was, of course, all on board with that. And if you've ever been in the Storytime room at the library, you know the children's rocking chairs are very sought after. We don't have enough for everyone. And so Sheila had the bright idea to raise money to buy more children's rocking chairs. So that's going to be going on next week. We're going to do the penny drive at the library. So it's kind of a drop-in Go Bears for Chairs she came up with, which I thought was very clever. And so that's going to be going on all week, the 22nd actually to the 27th. And then the 26th, we're going to be out there representing the Alumni Association in front of the library, volunteering, taking donations for that.
Now, is Goldilocks going to be there? I mean, you got the bears, you got the chairs. All you need is Goldilocks.
Very cute. We may have to do that.
Sheila, you want to be Goldilocks?
No.
Okay.
All right. Well, that is really good. Is going on at the Lebanon and Leclerc County Library. And do they just come into the lobby to give their pennies?
Well, actually, all week long they can come in and give those pennies. We've even had students yesterday giving pennies. My 2 grandsons, after retirement, my whole world has changed. I now take care of 2 teeny tiny little boys, and we go to the story hour. And Erica does a great job, and a fantastic job. And all of these children, there was 25 children in story hour yesterday, and only 5 of these rocking chairs. And so, it's you know how it is with a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old, and they would like to sit there. She does a great job, but so they can drop off their pennies if they want to come in, or on Friday the 26th, they can just drive by, and alumni bears will be standing out. And we might have to find a Goldilocks who can dress up for that. So
Okay.
we'll see what
Sounds
we can do.
good. Tell me about this golf tournament that's coming up.
Yes, it sounds like lots of fun. It's the 40th annual Missouri State Alumni Golf Tournament, and so we are working to just to raise money, and that money that we raise is actually all for student scholarships. So that's our bottom line, is that we're trying to fund more students the resources that they may need to attend a university, whether they choose to go to Springfield or they go locally to Missouri State when it's their chance. So that's what it's for. So we hope to have several MSU players, staff members, maybe coaches, whatever our partners on the campus can get for us. And so it is a 3-man scramble with a 4th person we hope to come from Missouri State. It is June 3rd. It is at the golf course here locally at Great Life. And so we are just in the beginning stages of getting our whole sponsors, getting our maroon sponsorships, and getting our players. So we want to get the word out, and we just want to say, we'd love to have any player. We may not know you, or you may not have played before, but if you're willing to come and put some proceeds that would go to a good cause, such as a scholarship for a student locally, then we would love to have them play. And as John said, there are lots of flyers out on social media. We hope to improve upon that and get some things on the chamber with that. And so we're excited about that. Lori Becker is actually heading up our golf tournament. She has done that in the past and is familiar with that, and that's not a strong suit of mine, so I am leaving that to Lori. I'm a worker when it comes to that, so she's going to take care of that for us.
All right. So Sheila's in charge of herding cats.
I
And
have.
I do want to know, is there a category for those of us who only play putt-putt?
Absolutely.
Is
You are.
Okay.
We will take anybody and everybody. I'm not a golf player. I do better at herding kindergarten or preschoolers, and in my retirement, herding little children. If my son Austin keeps having any more, I will start my own school. So we have a 3-2 and a brand new.
There you go.
But we will have anybody who wishes to play. We will find a spot for them.
Okay, great. One more thing, the senior send-off celebration.
Yes, that is August 5th. And so that's where we actually honor our all Missouri State students who are going and who are currently enrolled maybe on the campus here at Missouri State, or who are going for the first time in the fall. We honor all of them. We partner with the Mighty Oak, and we have a really nice banquet on Monday, August 5th for that. And so it's just a great celebration. Our new Missouri State president is going to be down to speak to the students for the first time. And so we're really excited about that. And I think Ashley has allowed us an opportunity that we can expand upon that and talk a little bit more about that later on. But we're thrilled for all the many events that are going on with Missouri State here in Lebanon.
Now, one of our Lebanon natives has been honored at the Missouri State campus in Springfield.
Yes,
about that.
I am thrilled to talk about Bev. She is such a great person, and there's so many family members of Bev Miller Keltner that live in this area. And of course, Bev is a longtime educator here, retired. I even had her son in my third grade years and years ago, as I had Steve's daughter years and years ago. But Bev and her husband have made a significant donation on behalf of their combined families to Missouri State, and it's going to support the new Alumni Center. If you've ever been to Springfield and are familiar with the downtown section at all of Missouri State, then you know that their Alumni Center is not on campus. Their Alumni Center is downtown and in the city square. And so moving it to a huge portion of the campus will allow the Welcome Center to be on one side of Bear Boulevard and the Alumni Center to be on the other side. And so we are incredibly excited about that. I serve on the alumni board there, and so it is just such an honor for Missouri State to receive that donation and for Bev's name to be on that. And so, there's such a wonderful family, all of the Miller Keltner family, such great people, and that allows that name to live on. And so a Bear can start there and end there and then become an alumni. And so we're super excited about that. So if they haven't checked out KY3 or the Missouri State websites, it's all on there. And so also President Cliff Smart will be honored with the naming of that building as well. So it's a great honor, and we're very excited as alumni members.
All right, great. Thank you very much. That's Sheila Moore and Erica Samch with the Missouri State Alumni Association. Real quick here, before we go, April 24th is going to be a big day at the library because they're not only accepting pennies at the drop-off, but also Kinderhook.
Yes, they have the Kinderhook Treasures Gift Shop Spring Open House. That is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. They will have discounts to make room for their spring inventory, so that's something you don't want to miss out on.
A sale.
Yep.
Who can
I love
resist
sales.
a sale? All right, and then LAF Comedy and Dinner and Comedy Night is coming up. That's the Lebanon Area Foundation at 5 o'clock on April 25th.
So it's already past time to RSVP, but it's something that I do want to mention because it's such a great event. So next week is the LAF Dinner and Comedy Night. They will have a comedy magician, Steve Barcelona. Did I say that right?
You said it right.
Barcelona. And then, of course, MSU Wine and Beer Table and a silent auction will also be available.
Well, we're out of time. Thank you all so much for joining us today. And a thanks to First State Community Bank, Friends of the Fort, and Missouri State Alumni Lebanon Chapter. And, of course, thanks to Miss Ashley for being with us, as always, every week. Chamber Talk is brought to you by the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce, Local Makes Sense, and by Regional Radio KHL. Have a great day.